Well, we had some windfalls and didn't want to waste them, so I picked them up and cut them up small and cored them. Got rid of the blemishes and but left the peelings right on. And now I'm putting in about a half a cup of brown sugar and some cinnamon, a tablespoon of cinnamon, some half a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. We have our own nutmeg in a little mill that we make it fresh. Some quarter teaspoon of cloves, ground cloves, quarter teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of our homemade vanilla extract. And now we put it in the slow cooker and then let it cook for about 12 hours. Then when it's all done,
On low?
on low, yeah. And then when it's all done, you could just take the immersion blender right in there. You put it in there, and it all the peelings and everything turns right to a sauce, but a thicker sauce. So if it's a little bit too, depending upon the apples you use, you might have to cook off some of the water in order to make it a little bit thicker for apple butter. And then so you just leave the cover off and cook it some more and stir it every once in a while. And then when it gets to the consistency you like, then you can can it into probably pint jars. Or if you're a hoarder and you eat apple butter like an idiot, like I do, then you might want to put it in a whole quart. Who knows? You can put it on top of pancakes and French toast and ice cream and whatever you like.
Waffles.
So waffles, yeah. If you use a quart and you have a couple people or three using it, then it won't go bad if you leave it in the fridge. You'll love it.
It has been cooking for about, I don't know, 24 hours approximately?
Yeah, about 20.
20?
So I'll put some raisins in this morning to add some raisin flavor to it also. Stirred it a few times. So now we're going to use an immersion blender and get it to be smooth. You'll see it. All the chunks will be gone. Breaks everything down real small. Be careful, it's hot.
Look at that. Nice and creamy. Do you need
So we
that?
get the benefits of the peelings too, because there's good nutrition in the peelings. Okay, so now I'm going to get a candy jar quart because it's only about a quart or so, and I'm not going to go through a water bath and all that. So I'll just heat up the canning jar, and when I'm washing it with hot water, and put this in there and put a sealing lid on it, and probably is going to seal on its own, but I'll end up opening it up too soon anyway because I emptied out my last jar anyway, so I've got to open up a new one, so we're going to eat it right away. So enjoy. Okay, we're just going to get this in the jar without trying to get too much on the funnel. I should have taken a smaller scoop, but that's all. Right, all right, I just want to get it done. Oh, look, maybe we'll have 2 quarts here. I guess we will.
Cool. All the more.
Yeah. It's a very versatile topping. It's kind of like eating a spiced applesauce. And it can be different thicknesses. Oh, I got a little bit too full. That's all right. I can take a little out.
You're going to take some of that out of there, right? Just put it aside and you can eat it. He went ahead and wiped the top of this down.
Right. Normally you'd put this in a water bath, and get a lot softer. But as I said, we're going to end up not keeping this for a long time, So but because it's so hot, it will probably end up cooling and sealing anyway. And but we got to be more careful with these two. We had a little bit left over, and so now we got something for treat right away.